All right, welcome out here to Wild Rose High School tonight. They are hosting the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals here, the Wildcats. Head coached here by Jacob Lund, assisted by Matt Wildner, Jay Wildner, and Andrew Wildner. Our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So Wild Rose, a host team tonight here. Had a chance to be greeted by their very kind athletic director, Steve. Always very hospitable when we make the trip over here. Wild Rose tonight, they come in with an overall record of 4-10, and they average nearly 52 points per contest. They are 1-6 in the CW South Conference. They will be in action after tonight. Tomorrow night, in fact, they'll be hosting Northland Lutheran. That's a 7 o'clock tip, and then they will be off until next Friday. They will be at Rosholt next Friday. They are on the heels of a 77-50 victory over Gresham just a couple nights ago. On the other side here for the Cardinals, Pacelli, they are 11-2 on the season overall here. And they are 5-1 in the Central Wisconsin South Conference, average nearly 66 points per game. Of course, if you didn't get a chance to witness it in person, they what we'll call kind of a game of the ages almost, I would say. Tuesday night, a very thrilling one-point victory over a very, very good Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds team, 53-52. Of course, the game winner by none other than the senior number 1, Melise Badoon. As the cohort A.J. Ligman said, do you believe in miracles? Well, I'll tell you what, that was as close to one as I got home, able to witness that as I was literally coming into my house, and my wife told me to turn that on, and boy, I'm sure glad I did. But just a very exciting victory for the Cardinals again, 11-2 overall. Believe it or not, there's still about 10 games yet for the Cardinals, so still a lot of basketball left here. Our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Again, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So we will take a brief commercial pause, about a minute or so. We'll get underway here with our national anthem, our starting lineups. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by, we're on Zaleski Sports here. Brandon Barancott on the call, Braden Sutter on our production tonight. We will be back here in just a few moments for our national anthem and starting lineup on Zaleski Sports from our friends from Hawfaver Realty. Back in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
And place your hands over your heart for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Wild Rose Pep Band under the direction of Miss Michaela Maysor.
right, our national anthem underway here. Nice job by the Wild Rose pep band here. Just an outstanding job of the national anthem band in full force here tonight. We'll get our starting lineups here. Again, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Wild Rose 4-10 on the season here. 1-6 in the CW South Conference. Pacelli, on the other hand, 11-2 overall, 5-1 in conference play. So a Central Wisconsin South Conference game here tonight on a very seasonably warm kind of night. Drive over here with Mr. Sutter here. Oh, the Wild Rose Wildcats. And Melise Badoon getting the start. The heroic efforts just a couple nights ago. The young man, Lucas Hammerly, number 3, the senior, gets the start here tonight. Zachary Yidy, the senior as well, number 11. Cam Shirk, the senior as well. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight is Braden Flaker tonight. We'll get our starting lineups now for Wild Rose, the Wildcats. Richard or Ricky Button, it sounds like, number 14. Wyatt Bowen, number 21, the junior. Logan Erdman, number 22, the senior. Jaden Conrath, just a freshman. And Jaden King to round out the starting lineup here for the Wildcats. Logan Erdman, the leading scorer for this Wildcats team, 12.6 points per game, nearly 3 rebounds a game, and nearly 3 assists per game. And, of course, Jaden King, 11.5 points a game, 8.1 rebounds per game. On the other side of the ledger, Cam Shirk leads all scores here, 24.9 points per game, 6.5 rebounds a game, nearly 4 assists per game. And you get nearly 13 points a game for Lucas Hammerly. And the tip is tipped over to Hammerly. However, it will go out of bounds. It'll be Wild Rose basketball here. So Pacelli, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, the one for the ages just a couple nights ago. That was just an outstanding come from behind victory down low and score it for Jaden King. Jaden, one of the co-leaders, we'll say, in terms of his point production for the Wildcats. Flaker gets it over to Shirk. Shirk going baseline. Nice take in. Shirk gets his own rebound, back up with it and score it for Camden Shirk. And as we mentioned, he averages nearly 25 points a game. Shelley applying a little bit of pressure, nearly threw that one away. Going baseline and unable to convert on that down low, and we're going to get a foul. And that'll send Jaden King to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Jaden King, again, about 12 points a game, 8.5 rebounds a game. They're going to get Zach Yidy on his first foul here tonight. First foul in the game. So King to shoot a pair. And King's first rattles in and out, so he'll get a second from the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Of course, you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. King's second on the way. It is in and out, rebounded by Yidy. Yidy, one of their, is a leading rebounder, 11 rebounds a game. Zach averaging the double-double. Over to Flaker in the corner, out to Hammerly. Hammerly bounces it into Shirk. Shirk going baseline with it, kicks it out. And I think we're going to get a foul called here, it looks like. And that'll be on Jaden King. That'll be Jaden's first. So both teams now with early foul on each side. So Badoon over to Yaidi, kicks it over to Hammerly. Calling for it down low, turnaround jump shot and count it for Cam Shirk. So Cam now with 4 points. Mild Rose having a little bit of a tough time with the pressure there. Badoon out front to Shirk, thought about it, got up with it. I thought he was going to maybe flush one home, but he'll get the layup either way. 6 points now for Camden. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in this opening half here. Pressured by Badoon, swatted away, and it will stay here. Home Furniture, fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. Kick over to Conrath. Back up top, that's Ricky Button. Button being guarded pretty heavily. Good defense there. And Flaker doing a nice job there at the top there to swat that one away. It'll stay here. So as we mentioned, Pacelli still with about 10 games yet in front of them. Still a lot of basketball on this season, although it seems like, you know, you really kind of get started almost like 2 months into the season here, but you get a lot of basketball here in this final stretch here, and Gotti going up with it. King is able to convert on that one. Gotti nearly with the block there. Zach averages 3+ blocks a game. As we mentioned, the nearly 12 rebounds per game. Camden Shirk skying for that one. Over to Badoon, in and out, and boarded by King. So King with all 4 of the Wildcats' points here thus far. Button misses in and out. King, nice rebound down low. King going up with it, blocked. And that's one of those blocks that you see from Zach Yaidi when you get down low with Zach. About 6'5" or so, and he gets his first block of the night here. Boarded by Hammerly. Hammerly looking to push it here. And they're going to get Hammerly travel. The Oso Brewing Company in Plover offers a huge, spacious place for your next gathering or just to watch the big game on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas and other hot food along with a cold soda. It's all at Oso Brewing in Plover. Going up with strong. Yaidi got a piece of that one. And it'll go back Pacelli basketball. King battling down low, and King certainly averaging nearly a double-double here for the Wildcats, about 12, almost 12 points a game and a little over 8 rebounds a game. So you know he can do some good things for the Wildcats. Hammerly pressured there by Conrath. Badoon over to Shirk, corner to Hammerly. Long swing pass over to Flaker. Flaker goes baseline with it. And we will get a foul called, it looks like. It'll stay on the floor. That'll be Button with his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Hammerly in with it over to Flaker, back over to Shirk. Shirk on Button turnaround. Nice pass down low to Yaidi. Yaidi Wildcats come out of there with a 6-4 our score here, about 4.5 minutes gone by in this opening half. These two teams met back in December, of course. We're at Pacelli. Nice take there. And that's Wyatt Bowen. The foul on Flaker here, so Bowen will go to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Again, you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Bowen, the lefty here, misses short. He'll get a second here from the line here for the Wildcats. Bowen in and out. And another rebound there for Mr. Yidy. Shirk going in with it. Nearly picked off foul call on the floor here. And that's going to go on Button again. It looks like that'll be his second. That'll be team foul number 3 here for the Wildcats. We'll get a substitution. That's Braxton Landwehr coming in here. Braxton, the sophomore, number 10. In relief of Button here with 2 fouls. Nearly 5 minutes gone by in this opening half. Pacelli with the 6-4 lead here. Emily thought about it for a moment. Bounces it down into Shirk. Shirk going over Flaker, baseline 3, jumper. And Badoon is there for Melise Badoon. So Badoon with his first 2 points. Again, the heroic effort a couple nights ago. Still might have his cape in his 3-ball on the way. And that was Conrath for 3. And stolen away, that's Braxton Landwehr going hard with it. Good defense there by Flaker to prevent Landwehr from scoring that breakaway layup. Looking for contact, none there. Badoon comes out of there where they're looking to push it here for the Cardinals. Badoon going all the way to the hoop and count it for Melise Badoon. So Badoon, 4 points now. Shirk with 6, Badoon here with 4. Landwehr being doubled by Flaker and Hammerly there. 3-ball on the way, misses short. Shirk with a long rebound out up in front to Hammerly. But he'll be fouled, and the foul is going to go on. I believe that's Logan Erdman. His first foul here tonight. Team foul number 4. And Mr. Hammerly going to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. First time tonight here for the Cardinals. Lucas in and out here, so he'll get a second though. He, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame, he averages about 13 points per game, does Lucas, and nearly 4 assists per game. Grant Hinker checking in now for the Cardinals in relief of Zach Yidy. Looks like a fresh haircut for Hinker, perhaps. And Hammerly good on 1 of 2. And Hammerly, so Landwehr bounces it into King. King being guarded there by Hinker. Down low into Landwehr. Unable to convert on that. Hammerly comes out of there with it out up front to Shirk. Shirk going hard with it. And Wyatt Bowen there. So Bowen, the junior. Back over to Erdman. And I think they're gonna say kick here, so it'll go back to Pacelli. Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. So Hammerly over to Flaker. Flaker being guarded there by Braxton Landwehr. Out up to Hinker. Hinker, the senior. Hammerly 3-ball on the way. Misses a little bit short. Rebounded by Wyatt Bowen. Bowen with a couple rebounds here now for the Wildcats. Over to Erdman. Over to Conrath. 3-ball on the way. Shirk going up with it. And they'll say Wildcat basketball. Ridgetop Exteriors, just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, sidings, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. So Pacelli clinging to the 1-point lead here, 11-10. About 7:40 gone by in this one, opening half here. King being guarded there. That's Jacob Williams into the game now for the Cardinals. So you've got Williams, Shirk, Badoon, Hammerly, and Hinker on the floor now for the Cardinals. You've got Landwehr, Bowen, King, Erdman. On the floor here for the Wildcats. King calling for it down low. Nice take there, nice pass, nice sequence, and score it for Jaden Conrath. So Conrath now with 5 points. And suddenly Wild Rose out front by a point here early goings. Shirk going in with it. Back over to Hammerly, gets it out up to Badoon. Corner over to Hammerly, 3-ball on the way. Count it for Lucas Hammerly. The 3-ball. So Hammerly now with 4 points. Pacelli back out front now, 14-12. Shirk nearly able to pick that one off. It'll stay here. And Coach Jacob Lund here substituting in Evan New. It looks like Evan the senior here for Braxton Landwehr. New will inbound it for the Wildcats. And we'll get a foul called here. Looks like they're going to get Badoon on that one. That'll be Melissa's first personal foul here. Team foul number 3. So Conrath to inbound it for the Wildcats. Out up to Erdman, 3-ball for Erdman. Count it for Logan Erdman, the 3-ball. And you know he can score it. As we mentioned, about 13 points a game for the senior Logan Erdman, number 22 here. Badoon surveying it, long skip pass over to Williams. Williams, the sophomore, takes it in. Nice take there for Jacob Williams, his first 2 points now. So Pacelli out front 16-15, about 9 minutes gone by in this opening half. Erdman thought about it for a moment. And Badoon comes out of there with a steal. Badoon going coast to coast and score it for Melise Badoon. So Badoon now with 6 points in the game. And we'll get a timeout called here by head coach Jacob Lund. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in one moment.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
All right, we are back here. Braden Sutter giving me the thumbs up. He does a nice job keeping me in line, keeping me sort of on track here. So, Braden, thank you for that. Pacelli clinging to that 3-point lead. It's been a fairly kind of back and forth game, fairly similar to what this matchup was when these two teams played last. Of course, Pacelli then really turned it on in that second half in that one. So it'll be turned over. Pacelli basketball now. Saindon Carpet 1. Saindon Carpet 1 on Post Road and Plover is here to floor you with the best in all of your carpeting and flooring needs. Whether for your home or business, you'll find help with choosing the right look and material to bring your flooring to the next level. That is Saindon Carpet 1. So Shirk, nice pass into Hinker. Hinker unable to finish. Yaidi with a rebound. And tussle for the basketball. It'll be a jump basketball. And it will go back to Wild Rose. So Erdman to inbound it here. Conrath to bring it up. Jaden, just the freshman, Jaden Conrath. And seems to have a bright future, does Jaden. Nearly 8 points a game for the freshman Conrath. The referees will collaborate here. We'll see what the call is here. I believe it's going to be on the floor here. Dahl Automotive, the Dahl family of vehicles, has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now we'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. So we'll stay right here. 18-15 is our score. We're about 10 minutes into this one. CW South Conference, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Pacelli will be back in action at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood on Monday night. That is a Pacelli girls will be there as well. It'll be a girls-boys doubleheader here for the Cardinals going into Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. And then they'll host Rochelle then next Tuesday over at the Student Activity Center over at Pacelli. So Button will inbound it here for the Wildcats. He'll get it into Conrath. Button back over to Conrath, over to Erdman. Erdman thought about it for a moment, cut off there by Shirk. And we'll get a turnover there, travel, and nice defense there by Hammerly. Jacob Williams to inbound it here. So you got Williams, Hammerly, Hinker, Shirk, and Yidy now on the floor for the Cardinals. Shirk guarded there by Button. Swings it over to Hammerly. 3-ball on the way. Count it for Lucas Hammerly. The 3-ball, his second 3 tonight. He now has 7 points on the evening. And if my memory serves me correct, he was in Fuego when these two teams last faced each other about a month or so ago. Maybe a little bit, well, I guess it was a little bit longer than that. Hard to believe. Blocking foul, and they're going to get King on that one. So King with his second personal foul. Braxton Landward checks back in here, as does Braden Flaker for the Cardinals. Flaker checking in for Hinker. Pacelli now out front by 6 here, 21-15. 10:35 gone by in this one, 7:25 remaining. Shirk down low, turnaround jump shot. Yidy doing some work down low. Zach Yidy staying with it, and it'll stay here. Nice hustle points there for, I shouldn't say necessarily points, but hustle nonetheless for Mr. Yidy down low. Proving why he averages nearly 12 rebounds a game to Zach. Shirk going in with it, and a nice take by Camden Shirk. Cam up to 8 points. Conrath nearly lost it, and I think they're going to get Williams on the floor here, I believe. Jacob, the sophomore, number 12 on that one. That'll be his first personal foul here tonight. Team foul number 4. So the fouls have been pretty even, both teams here. 5 for the Wildcats, 4 for the Cardinals here in this one early goings, first half. King going down low with it, picked out of there by Jacob Williams, and foul. And I think they're going to get Button, and if so, that'll be his third. Coach Lund will go to his bench here. We'll bring in Wyatt Bowen back into the game here for Button. So 6 team fouls now for the Wildcats. Hammerly running the point here, surveying his squad. Williams, Shirk, and Yidy with a nice rebound down low. And they'll say he traveled with it, but a nice take there nonetheless. Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. We may have driven by there on our way down here, I'm not sure. Certainly see the sign on the interstate. So clears it back out to Conrath. Conrath cut off by Williams. Erdman back over to Landwehr. Landwehr jump shot. Calling the glass on that one, so Landwehr score it. Williams from the corner. Jacob Williams 4-3. So Williams now with 5 points. Erdman goes in left, cut off by Shirk. And they're going to get Williams on that one, so that'll be his second. And Nathan Reimer, the senior, checking in now, number 25. So Pacelli now with the 5 team fouls. Erdman to inbound it here. Pretty good defense there, nearly the 5 seconds there, but and I think we're going to get Cam Shirk on that one. And that will be his first personal foul. So both teams now at 6 fouls apiece. Conrath the inbound it. King. Corner shot rebounded by Yaite. Out up to Flaker. Over to Shirk. And Hammerly down low into Yaite. Yaite doing some nice work down low. Zach Yaite, nice job there. Zachary Yaite. His first 2 points of the game now for the Cardinals. And turn it over. Hammerly going to go coast to coast with it and score it. Lucas Hammerly. And we are going to get a timeout here taken. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to and watching high school boys tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in just one moment.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
All right, back out here. 30-17 is our score, about 5:06 to go in this opening half. Pacelli has, this I believe is their largest lead of the game now. They've pulled ahead just a bit here within really about the last 4 minutes or so. So Conrath going in with a pretty nice take there by Conrath, but Yaite with another rebound out up front to Shirk. Shirk, nice spin move, and a nice move there by Cam Shirk. Does some nice things down low when he gets into that position, no doubt does Cam. Conrath going in with it, swatted away by Yaite, his second block. And pushing it home is Camden Shirk. So Camden now with 12 points now for the Cardinals. Represents the largest lead now here, 34-17. Reimer. And so you've got Erdman 4-3 from the corner. King skies for it. Evan New back out to Wyatt Bowen. Bowen bounces it into King. Back out to New. 3 ball on the way, misses short. Rebounded by Reimer. Badoon threads the needle to Flaker. Flaker turnaround jump shot, and Erdman may have gotten a piece of that one, perhaps. The ball, that is. So Conrath to bring it up here. Cut off there, and Nathan Reimer going strong with it. He'll be fouled, and he will go to the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, will Nathan Reimer. So they're going to get Wyatt Bowen on that one. That'll be his first. That'll be team foul number 7 now, so the single bonus in effect. Reimer is good on his first. He'll get a second. Conrath out for a few moments here, looks like. And Reimer on the way. Good 2 of 2 on that sequence here. Pacelli 3 of 4 here in this first half from the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. 75% if you're keeping track at home. Erdman going baseline with it, looking for Evan New. It'll stay here. Hammerly checks back in here for Yidy. About 3:21 to go in this opening half of play. 19-point lead here represents the largest lead of the game thus far. Erdman out front, and Flaker nearly was able to sky and pick that one off. Bit of a defensive back, if you will, in that situation. A nice out in front to Shirk, flushing it home for Cam Shirk. His second dunk here tonight. Cam now up to 14 in the game. Bowen cut off there by Badoon and Shirk, and we're going to get a foul call, I believe, here. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point. They offer early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So Bowen at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. The lefty in and out, rebounded by Shirk. Shirk over to nice pass down low to Reimer, unable to finish. Nice look there by Flaker to Reimer, though, the senior to senior connection. Unable to finish in it. Baseline, and it's going to go back to Pacelli. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. That's Express Employment. Shirk turnaround jump shot in and out. King and Reimer battling for it. And I think they're going to get Reimer on that one, perhaps, and they do. That'll be his first personal foul here. Pacelli now with the 8 team fouls. That sends Jaden King to the line here. King with 4 points tonight thus far. King's attempt, this is in and out. Reimer with a rebound. Shirk picked up near side by Landwehr here. Over to Badoon. Flaker going in with it, and they're going to say traveled with that one. The refs will collaborate either way just to make sure. And that's what the call will be. Skees Meat Market. Skees Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and more. It's all at Skees Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. So 2:05 here to go in this opening half. Pacelli out front 38-17. That's Wyatt Bowen being guarded heavily there by Flaker. Induces a turnover up to Cam Shirk. Poked out of there by Erdman. Stay Pacelli basketball, so Erdman showing a little bit of hustle there. Today's game is brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So Yidy checking back in here for Shirk. So you've got Jacob Williams into the game as well. Badun to inbound. It bounces it into Hinker, unable to hang on to that. And Bowen and Badun getting back on defense, climbing the wall, kind of doing his best Spider-Man there. Kind of heroic theme here for Badun. So minute 44 here to go in this one. King and Erdman back over to Bowen. Bowen over to Erdman. And we're going to get a foul on the floor here. They're going to get Lucas Hammerly his first personal foul. And that will send Mr. Erdman to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line here. Logan's first trip to the line. This is in and out. Gets his own rebound back over to Conrath, being doubled there by Hammerly and Badun. Conrath and Williams comes out of there with a steal, and we're going to get a foul on the floor, it looks like. So that'll put Jacob Williams to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Williams' first attempt is up, misses short, should say long. Williams with 5 points. So Bowen over to Evan New, over to Erdman. New in the corner there, back over to Bowen. Picked up there by Williams, handed off there to New. New corner jump shot, and rebounded by Zachary Yidy. Williams over to Hinker, to Hammerly. Swings it back over to Badun. Down low into Yidy. Yidy doing some work down low, and that's Zach Yidy. 4 points now for Zach to go along with about 8 boards or so here. So in the waning 20 seconds or so in this opening half, Pacelli now with their largest lead, 23 now, 40-17. Nice bounce pass into Williams, and scored for Jacob Williams. Williams with 7 points now. Erdman, and they're not going to get it off in time. And we are at the half. 42-17 is our score at half. We will take a brief commercial pause here. We'll come back with our first half scoring and recap. You have been listening to and watching High School Boys tonight, basketball on Zaleski Sports. We will be back here in just a few moments. We're being brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a few moments.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, we are back out here. We're at the half. Pacelli out front 42-17, was able to certainly extend that lead as we got kind of further into the first half there. Was very much a pretty close game, probably until about the 6.5, 7 minute mark to go in that first half. We'll run through our first half scoring here. We'll start with the Wildcats at Wild Rose. Braxton Landwehr with 5 points tonight. You've got 5 points from Jaden Conrath, 4 points for Jaden King, and 3 points for Logan Erdman. The 17 first half points for the Wildcats. And they are, I'm gonna make sure my math is right here, they are 0 for 7 from the free throw line in this first half. So the 17 first half points. In terms of fouls, you've got Ricky Button with 3 fouls and Jaden King with 2 fouls. Wyatt Bowen with a foul and Logan Erdman with a foul in that first half. We'll switch it over now to the Cardinals here. They are led in the first half, scoring by Camden Shirk with 14 points. 9 points for senior Lucas Hammerly on a pair of 3-point field goals. You get 7 points for Jacob Williams, 6 points for Melise Badoon, and 4 points for Zach Yidy, and 2 points for Nathan Reimer. So the 42 first half points for the Cardinals. So 42-17 our score at the half. We'll take another brief commercial pause. We'll bring it right back here in just a moment. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in one moment.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mitten's is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
All right, Braden Sutter giving me the thumbs up. We're back here. Again, our first half scoring is 17 here for the Wildcats. Pacelli with the 42 points. Wildcats here 0 for 7 from the charity stripe tonight. The Sir Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Pacelli, on the other hand, they are 3 of 5 here from the free throw line in this first half. 60% of those here for the Cardinals. Second half on the way. And really kind of very similar to this first time, as we mentioned earlier in this game here. These two teams were very, I would say, neck and neck probably for the first about 10 minutes or so roughly. Very similar, I would say, in terms of how things were the last time these two teams played each other, of course. But Pacelli certainly created some additional ground and extended that lead to the largest lead now, the 42-17. And as we mentioned earlier, the Wildcats will be back in action tomorrow night here. They will be hosting Northland Lutheran. That is a 7 o'clock tip here for the Wildcats. And then they were supposed to have a game on Monday against Nakusa. That game looks like that was canceled, perhaps, at least per my records anyways. So then after tomorrow, they'll be back in action next Friday at Rosholt. Pacelli, on the other hand, as we mentioned earlier, they'll be back in action on Monday night over in Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, the Chargers. And again, that's a girls game and a boys game over in Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. So hopefully the Pacelli faithful and fans and as many people can certainly make the trip over to Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Certainly if you can't, the game will be right here on Zaleski Sports. Both games, in fact, for that one. We'll take a brief commercial pause, though. We'll get our second half underway here in just a few moments. Again, you're listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
All right, we are back out here. Second half, just about 18 seconds away or so here. Nice job by the Wild Rose Band. Been doing a really, really good job. Certainly, I'm not a band or music person, but I would say, in my humble opinion, take it for what it's worth. That's an A+ band right there. Either way, so Pacelli out front here, 42-17. Starters here for the second half. You've got Melise Badoon, Lucas Hammerly, Braden Flaker, Cam Shirk, and Zachary Yeide for the Wildcats. You go with Jaden King, Logan Erdman, Ricky Button, Wyatt Bowen, and Jaden Conrath. Hammerly thought about it for a moment there. In terms of foul trouble, Button really the only one. He's got the 3 personal fouls. Flaker, and 3 ball for Braden Flaker. Flaker's first 3 points of the night here tonight. Good defense down low, and we'll get a foul here, and that'll send Jaden Conrath to the Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. His first trip to the line, in fact. Had that 5 first half points. Conrath up with it and rattles in, so he is good on his first. He'll get a second. Conrath now with 6. Conrath second on the way, and nothing but net there for Jaden Conrath. So as we mentioned earlier, they were 0 for 7 from the charity stripe, but start the second half 2 for 2 on the pair of free throws by Conrath. Yaidi going down low with it, and Button unable to hang on to it. It'll stay Pacelli basketball. Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So again, nice job by the band here. Want to give them their props. That was a phenomenal effort across the board. Down low, and a pretty nice move down there. That is Jaden Conrath. He has 9 points now, and again, as we mentioned, he is just a freshman, Jaden. So a bright future. Shirk going in with it. And they're going to get Cam with the offensive foul. That'll be Cam's second personal foul here, the first team foul in this opening half. About a minute 4 gone by here thus far. Jelly with a relatively comfortable lead, although no lead is necessarily comfortable. So the clock operator, we're going to take a few seconds off, 20 I think, perhaps. So Conrath to bring it up here for the Wildcats. Guarded there by Hammerly. Erdman near side over to King. King back over to Button. Button to Bowen, I should say. Wyatt Bowen. Nice head fake there by Bowen. Down low into Erdman. Erdman turnaround jump shot. And Logan Erdman with his first 2 points here in the second half. Erdman now up to 5 in the game. Flaker far side. Gets it out to Badoon. That was the spot that Badoon hit that heroic shot just a couple nights ago. Flaker corner 3 on the way, and Braden Flaker for 3. Don't look now, but that's 2 consecutive made threes for Flaker. 6 points now for Braden. King up top here, gets it over to Bowen, over to Button. Button far side. Down low to King, and we'll see who the foul is on here. They're going to get Yaidi on that one. That'll be his second. King hands it off to Conrath. Conrath skips it over to Bowen. Over to Button. Button going with it, back out to Conrath. Conrath switches directions over to Button, just inside the 3-point line. And it'll go Pacelli basketball. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Flaker, Erdman comes out of there with it, out up front to Button. Button going with it, and Flaker playing some good defense, hustling back on that one. But I think they are going to get him with the foul, I believe. And Button at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Button's first attempt in and out. He'll get a second, little Ricky Button. Button's second on the way, no good. Over to Shirk. Cut off there by Button and King. Thinking about baseline. Button working pretty hard down low over to Hammerly, the open guy. Badoon down into Yaidi. Yaidi back out to Hammerly. 3-ball on the way. And in. Bounces in. We'll take that, Lucas Hammerly. So Lucas now with his third 3-point field goal here in the game. 12 points overall in the game tonight for Lucas. Conrath going up with it, and Yaidi with another rebound. Long skip pass, but that's picked off by Wyatt Bowen, the junior. Erdman from the corner, 3-ball misses, and we'll get a foul called on Logan Erdman. That'll be his second personal foul here. And we'll get a timeout called here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in just one moment.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
All right, we are back here. Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services available at StevensPointOrtho.com. That's StevensPointOrtho.com. Shirk going in with it, and I think they're going to maybe get Button on that one, I believe, and if so, that'll be his fourth, and they do. So that'll call to the bench here to Braxton Landwer. A non-shooting foul here, so Hammerley inbounded here for the Cardinals. 51-23, our score here with about 3:57 gone by in the second half. Picked off by Erdman. Erdman, one man to beat here, that's Yaidi. Jump stop, and Flaker there for it, and Camden Shirk flushes it down, and giving a little bit of extra to his teammates here, Cam Shirk. And if you're keeping track of dunk stats, that is his fourth dunk tonight, 8 points. That's kind of getting into Shaquille O'Neal territory, right? King, 3-ball on the way. Yaidi with a rebound there out to Flaker. Flaker over to Yaidi, swings it over to Badoon. Badoon going with it, kicks it out, corner 3 from Hammerley. On the way, Lucas Hammerley for 3. And that is Lucas's fourth 3-point field goal here tonight. And a timeout called here by Wild Rose. We'll take a brief pause ourselves. You are listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
All right, we are back. Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. That is the Rock and Roll Cafe. So Flaker in a short period of time has 8 points. 58-23, largest lead here for the Cardinals. Conrath over to Erdman. Erdman out up top to King. Nathan Reimer into the game now for the Cardinals. Flaker for it. And we may have a little bit of a padding. No, not to fret though, Cam Shirk. Cam Shirk able to do that. Keeping everything good and everybody's safe here with the padding. Nice job. Jacob Williams into the game now for the Cardinals as well. Conrath over to Erdman. Down into Landwer. Flaker cutting that off defensively. You've got Wyatt Bowen surveying over to Erdman. Erdman down into Landwehr. Near side cut off by Williams. Conrath cut off there by Flaker. Bowen over to King. 3-ball on the way. Corner misses long. Boarded by Jacob Williams. Williams out up to Flaker. Into Cam Shirk. Shirk going up with it and score it for Camden Shirk. Cam now with 18. Looks like Ricky Button back to check in here for the Wildcats. King up top over to Landwehr. Landwehr over to Bowen. Bounces it into Erdman. Bowen 3-ball on the way. And it'll stay here. Feltz Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin, is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meat, seasonal decor, and so much more. That is Feltz's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. So Conrath takes it in, cut off there. Nice move by Conrath. A little head fake, King down low, and Jaden King score it. So King with his first 2 points, 6 in the game now. First 2 in the second half, I should say. Shirk going up with it, and Conrath boarding it. We got a 4-on-5 situation here with Shirk shoe malfunction. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. The auto service specialists at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. So Erdman and Bowen up top. Back over to Williams. Guarded here by Erdman. 3-ball from Hammerly. He's bet a hot hand out there from the corner. Rebounded by King. Out up to Conrath. Conrath cut off there by Shirk. Over to Ricky Button. Over to Erdman. King calling for it down low. King going in for it and score it for Jaden King. King now with 8 points in the game. He, again, as we mentioned, averages nearly a double-double, 12 points, a little over 8 rebounds a game. And foul will be called. Looks like they're going to get Wyatt Bowen on that one. Wyatt trying to get perhaps an explanation, it looks like. His second personal foul here tonight. Both teams now with 4 fouls apiece. Grant Hinker, fresh haircut and all, checks in now for Lucas Hammerly. Lucas with 15 points here in the game. 12 of those on the 3-point field goal. Reimer 3-ball, in and out. King comes out of there with a rebound. Out up to Bowen. Bowen bounces it into Conrath. Conrath taking it in, and a nice sequence there for the Wildcats. That's Jaden Conrath. 11 points now in the game for Jaden. Shirk. Nice pass down low to Reimer. Some contact down low. Reimer thought maybe he got fouled, but King, Button going strong with it. Off the glass, King down low. King going up with it. And Reimer comes out of there with a rebound. Fair amount of contact, I would say, on both, really on both sides. But either way, Flaker 3-ball on the way. Long rebounded into Williams. Williams going baseline. It'll stay Pacelli basketball. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. That is Next Step Prosthetics. Inbound to Shirk. Rebounded by Logan Erdman. Erdman has got Bowen on his right, takes the half Euro step there. Fans wanted to travel here. But instead there'll be a foul, it looks like. And they'll get Reimer on that one. That'll be his second, and that'll send Jaden King to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Of course, you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Officiating crew doing a nice job keeping the floor safe. Nice job there. King. First free throw is up, and it is good for King. King 1 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. He'll get a second. King second on the way. And that one's no good. So they're going to say, I think, a lane violation. So King will get another crack at it, as they say. Jaden King. 1 of 4. That 1 of 5 now from the line. So Pacelli now with one of their largest leads here, and they're going to say a travel on Camden. Fleet Farm, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need at all the lowest prices at Fleet Farm. We get a foul called here. Let's see, they're going to get they're going to get Grant Hinker on that one. That will be Grant's first personal foul, team foul number 6 here in the second half. So Bowen will inbound it here. Kind of tiptoeing the line here right in front of his Wildcat teammates. Over to King. King near side, back over to Bowen. Over to Erdman. 3 ball on the way, and this is short. Shirk with the board for the Cardinals. Gets it into Hinker. Hinker over to Williams. Williams back into Reimer. Reimer bounces it into Hinker. Back over to Shirk. Shirk directing some traffic. The nearly no-look pass trying to look for the cutting Nathan Reimer. It will stay Pacelli basketball. So Hinkert inbounded here for the Cardinals. Button working with 4 fouls, and he may have just picked up his 5th foul, and he did, so his night will be over for Ricky Button. Ricky, the junior. So Braxton Landwer, the sophomore, checks in now for Button. 8:35 here to go in this one. Pacelli with a comfortable lead here. Williams gets it into Reimer. Reimer over to Hinker, back down to Flaker. Landwer guarding on Flaker here. Turnaround jump shot. Reimer down low. He'll get the rebound. Goes up with it, in and out. And a little scrum down low, perhaps. A little rugby terminology there, if you will. So it'll be Wild Rose basketball. Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point has over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more. So they'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop DahlAuto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or at Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. So foul going to go against Jaden Conrath. That'll be his second. Both teams, I should say, 6 fouls apiece. 8:06 to go in this one. Hinker, Shirk, Hammerly, Yidy back in, and Badoon back in here now for the Cardinals. All 5 of them seniors. Down into Yidy, down low, picked out of there by King. King up to Conrath. Conrath into King. King going down low with it. Yidy doing some nice job staying out in front, and a block. And boy, I don't know. Whew. All right. They're going to get Yidy on that one. And that'll be his 3rd personal foul here. That'll send Jaden King here to the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. King's first one is up, and it is no good. King will get a second. King's up and misses on that one. Long rebound there by Yaite. Pacelli probably will look to kind of try to slow things down perhaps in this sequence. Shirk being contested there by Erdman and Conrath, and it will go back to the Wildcats. Made a Custom Apparel. Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeacustom.com. That is madeacustom.com. So Bowen over to Landwehr, over to King, back over to Erdman, down low into Bowen. Landwehr 3-ball on the way, misses short, rebounded by Hinker. Hands it off now to Hammerly. Over to Badoon. Erdman tries to poke that one out of there, does Logan Erdman. And it will stay right here. So up until probably about the first 10 minutes or so, pretty much from that point on, it has been pretty much all Pacelli in this one. Yaite doing some work down low, gets his own rebound, back up with it, and Zach Yaite with the field goal there, and picked up, I think, 3 rebounds in that sequence to boot. Badoon out front, nice athletic play over to Hammerly. Hammerly going up with it. King with a block, but it will stay here. Pacelli basketball. And Coach Lund going substitution here. That'll bring Evan New back in, Evan the senior. In relief here of Conrath. Conrath with 11 points here tonight, by my math anyways. Bounces it into Yaite, out of the reach of Yaite. It'll go back to Wild Rose. The Shuda Funeral Home, the Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com. That is shudafuneral.com. So Yaite with another rebound out front. King, one man to beat, the little teardrop runner floater, and Lucas Hammerly scores it. King was there if not. Erdman going in with it, and they're going to get a travel on Logan Erdman. Good defense there by the Cardinals. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll hopefully get a few words. Never like to declare a winner until the game is over, but this one is nearly over, I would say. Foul going to be called on Braxton Landwehr. That'll be his first personal foul. Both teams now with the 7 fouls representing the single bonus situation, sending Cam Shirk for the 1-and-1. Shirk with 18 points here tonight and unable to convert on that one. King pulls down the board, out up front to Erdman. Erdman bounces it into Landwehr. Landwehr 3-ball on the way, corner misses long, and a little scrum on the floor here. Reimer working hard for it, and they'll say jump basketball. It will go back to Pacelli. And as we mentioned, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show probably within about 5 minutes or so of the conclusion of this CW South Conference game. Shirk, turnaround jump shot. Wanted to go in. Yaite there with another rebound, and Zach Yaite cleaning the glass there for the Cardinals. Yaite now with 8 points, and I've honestly lost track of the rebounds, but pretty gall darn near close 20 in my humble opinion. So as we mentioned here, Pacelli 11-2. They look to go to 12-2 here. They would move to 6-1 in the CW South Conference. So Bowen over to Erdman. Erdman, 3-ball is up and misses long, rebounded there by King. King over to Landwehr, back over to Bowen. And pickpocketed there by Hammerly. He's got, and a nice move there, the little Euro step by Hammerly. And foul looks like, and I think they're going to get Badoon on that one. They will. 4:27 and counting in this one. That'll send Evan New here to the free throw line for the 1-1. The Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, in fact. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice, cleanup and restoration. So New here's first is in and out. Reimer with a rebound. Hammerly, and he's looking for Reimer there. It'll go back. Wild Rose here. So as we mentioned here, Pacelli will look to improve to 12-2, 6-1 in the conference. Of course, as we mentioned, Allman Bancroft sits atop the CW South Conference, 7-0. Those two teams will see each other again, though. And Badoon with the interception, we'll say, out to Reimer, then to Hammerly. King now. Yaidi with a block. Zach Yaidi with a block. Landwehr 3-ball, misses short. Rebounded by Yaidi, about his 23rd rebound, I'll say. Nice give and go, and Shirk looking for the one-handed stuff. And he'll be fouled in the process here. And Landwehr will be called for that. It'll be his second personal foul. And that will send Shirk here now to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for a pair. Cam 0 for 1 from the free throw line here tonight. Camden unable to convert on that one. I got a couple of substitutions here. Ethan Frank, first appearance here, the sophomore, along with Conrath back into the game here, the freshman. So Shirk's second attempt is up and misses short. Conrath with a rebound. Under 3.5 to go in this one. Frank over there near side. King 3-ball on the way, misses short. Reimer with another rebound. He's had a handful of rebounds tonight, as well as Nathan. Badoon tries to get it down into Yaidi. Yaidi nearly with his 6'5", and Hops almost able to come down with that one, but unable to either way. So Darian Lund will check in now to the game. So you've got King, Lund, Frank, New, and Conrath for the Wildcats. For Pacelli, you've got Badoon, Hammerly, Yaidi, Reimer, and Williams on the floor. New over to Lund. And Reimer showing some good defense there. The steal for Reimer, and counted for Nathan Reimer. Reimer now with 4 points. So Pacelli really has pulled away in this one, we'll say. And again, fairly similar, I know we've said it a couple times now, but very similar trajectory relative to the first game that they had. The two teams were kind of neck and neck in the first meeting as well, and then Pacelli certainly separated themselves here. So New's first attempt, no good, and boarded by Yidy. And let's see, Lund and Reimer fighting for it. Lund comes out of there with it. And out front to Conrath. Cut off by Williams and Badoon. And we're going to get some substitution. Sully Schober into the game. Jaden Garski and Crew Rebholes now for Pacelli. In relief of Badoon and Hammerly. So on the floor. And we've got a timeout here. We'll stay right here, however. So 70-30 our score here. About a minute 40 to go in this one. It's been, as we mentioned, pretty much all Pacelli in this. Certainly from, I would say, probably around the 10-minute mark or so in half number one. Pretty much to this point, it's been a comfortable lead, I guess, would probably be the best way to describe it. Certainly a conference victory either way. I mean, you will take those all day long and twice on Sunday, as they would say. Still a lot of basketball for the Pacelli Cardinals with, I believe, 10 games yet after tonight. So Garski in, and Lund with a steal. Gets it out to Frank. Lund over to Frank. Frank, 3-ball on the way. Short. Reimer with a rebound. That's about like his 9th rebound tonight. Reimer. Williams bounces it into Garski. Williams the sophomore, Schober the sophomore, Garski the sophomore, Rebholz the freshman, and the lone senior out there, and Nathan Reimer. Schober 3-ball corner. That's going to be pulled down by Tucker Durham, number 34. Tucker, the freshman. Lund going baseline. Into the waiting hands of Jaden Garski. Garski with one man to beat. And Lund will come out of there with a rebound. Conrath going in for a nice maneuver by Conrath. And we will get sophomore Bryce Flaker now into the game in place of Nathan Reimer. Nice game for Nathan. Probably, at least in my opinion, probably one of Nathan's, I guess I would say one of his best games. I don't know that you could dispute that. I mean, he's been kind of doing a little bit of everything tonight. Has Nathan, one of the seniors here. New into Frank, and the time will, in all likelihood, tick down. 70-32. They'll try to get one play in, and Lund, and that'll be a final here. 70-32 is our final out here in Wild Rose. Again, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. So probably a few moments here we'll talk to head coach John Shirk and a player and or two. Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. We'll take a few moment pause. We'll be back here with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show here in just a few moments. You've been listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are back out here, out in Wild Rose here, where the final score here in this CW South Conference affair here tonight on a Thursday night. Pacelli Cardinals out with a 70-32 victory tonight. And as we mentioned tonight in our Auto Select pregame show, both teams back in action. But really, I would say, and we kind of talked about it throughout the course of the broadcast, but Pacelli really, you know, this was a very kind of a neck-and-neck basketball game, really probably for about that first 7 or 8 minutes or so, really. Very similar to the type of game you saw when these two teams faced each other back at the Student Activity Center back at Pacelli. But again, much like that game, Pacelli was able to really pull away, I would say. Once you got to about that 10-minute mark in half number one, they were able to really extend that lead. And you come out of here with a victory. I mean, it's a conference victory. Pacelli improves now to 12-2. As we mentioned, hopefully we'll get a few words here with Coach John Shirk in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, and a player or two, maybe even three, never know. Sometimes Coach Shirk brings out players in multiple fashions here. We'll see how things go here. But until we wait for him, why don't we go through we'll go through our scoring first, and then again, we'll get our Nasonville Dairy post-game show with Coach Shirk and a player. So we'll start with Wild Rose tonight. They were led in scoring tonight, by my math, by Jaden Conrath. Jaden, just the freshman, with 13 points here tonight for the Wildcats. You get 9 points from Jaden King tonight. You get 5 points for Braxton Landwer, and then you get 5 points tonight from Logan Erdman. So the 32 total points for Wild Rose. They were 2 of 13 tonight from the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Probably something that I'm sure that they'll probably look to improve upon as the season goes on. But either way, that's the 32 points for Wild Rose. We'll switch over to Coach Shirk. We'll finish our scoring. Coach John Shirk here with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Coach, things started off fairly neck and neck, and if I remember right, when you guys played each other the first time, it was very similar, but then you guys created that distance, really, I would say probably around the 10-minute mark of half number 1. Talk about tonight's effort.
Well, I thought Wild Rose effort to start the game was definitely great. I mean, their guards are working hard. They were really making everything that we were doing, more difficult tonight. And they were hitting shots, right? They were working. I didn't think our defense was bad. I just feel like they made a few plays to start the game and really made it a good ball game, if you start with the first 8 minutes of the game. So eventually, we kept grinding it out, making some plays defensively and coming down, hit a few big shots, and then started to change the tide a little bit. So.
Absolutely, Coach, and you're probably still kind of riding that high from just a couple nights ago in that heroic game. I know it's behind you guys now, and you certainly want to look forward as you guys go, but I tell you what, that was one of a game for the ages, really. I was happy to be able to tune into that towards the last minute or so. You guys are back in action Monday, Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. That's never an easy place necessarily to play. That's always a very big and generally physical team. How do you guys look forward to Monday night?
Well, we know we play them every year. And this senior group has played that senior group during travel ball for years. So we know who they are, and we're expecting the same thing like we did against Iola. Just work our butt off. You just got to go out there, you got to work your butt off, you got to make plays, and you got to grind it out to the end. So it's just another tough game that we put on our schedule and we're ready for it. So.
And I'm sure you guys will be certainly, and Coach. Just a really good effort tonight too. Again, you guys pull away. It's a conference victory. You guys moved to 12-2. You guys are 6-1 now in conference. 10 games yet on the schedule yet. So a lot of basketball left. Anything else that you can think of, Coach, before we turn it over to your one of your many seniors here?
No, just let him take it over and let him express how he felt he played tonight. So,
excellent.
All right, thanks.
All right. That is Head Coach John Shirk here. And looks like our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player, none other than Lucas Hammerly. Lucas, I think I had you for 4 3-point field goals tonight again. And I know you did a lot of that when you guys played against Wild Rose about a month and a half or so ago. Talk about your role. I know you guys still have 10 games in front of you, so there's still a lot of basketball left. You had just a phenomenal game Tuesday that I was able to watch kind of towards the end. Where do you guys go from here, Lucas?
We got to keep working in practice. I mean, it starts in practice. We work hard in practice. It comes to the games, and we have to keep pushing ourselves. And credit to Wild Rose. They pushed us. They worked hard, and that was a good battle. And it was a good game after Iola because that was a tough game as well, and we got a lot of tough games coming up. So we just got to keep working hard in practice especially.
You do, and sometimes a game like Tuesday night, just coming off that ultra high, I would say, sometimes it can, it's just so much excitement. But you guys really kind of came back in. You got down to business tonight. It's a conference game, a victory. Lucas, I had you, in case you're keeping home, and you had 17 points tonight by my math. You're certainly one of the key players. You guys as a senior group, so many of you guys have played for so long together, and it's really starting to show. You guys really gel as a team. You can really see that team chemistry. Anything else you want to add tonight, Lucas?
Yeah, I would just say it runs through the middle of our, like Cam and Zach and Grant when he comes off the bench. It runs through them. They work it in and out, and then they attack the hoop. We worked as a team today. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff we need to fix, but it was a good win.
Absolutely. Lucas, anything else before we get you into the infamous Zaleski Sports Highlight House? Nothing. Okay. Well, I'll have you look up there to Braden and the camera, and I'll give you the mic. And you know how to do this, I know. So you're no stranger to this.
I'm Lucas Hammerly, and I'm in the house.
That is Lucas Hammerly. Nice job tonight. He's done that a few times, has Lucas, the senior here. But Lucas, the Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight, the 17 points for Lucas, the 4 3-point field goals here on the night. as we kind of talked with Coach Shirk here, this team really has a lot of seniors, and you can kind of see the chemistry that goes with that. A lot of them have been playing basketball together for a very, very long time, and certainly with, probably about a month and a half, I guess, really, of season left and 10 games left. There's still a lot of basketball left, but certainly Pacelli seems to be playing some pretty good basketball right now. Again, they improved to 12-2 on the season here. We'll go through our scoring one more time just to make sure we got everything here. Just want to get all of our scoring. Again, for Wild Rose, they were led tonight by Jaden Conrath with 13 points. You get 5 points for Braxton Landwer. 5 points tonight for Logan Erdman. You had 9 points for Jaden King. So the 32 total points for Wild Rose, the Wildcats tonight. Switching to the other side of the ledger tonight, Pacelli was led in scoring by Camden Shirk, who had 18 points in the game. You get 17 points tonight from Lucas Hammerly. 8 points for Zach Yeide. You get 7 points tonight for sophomore Jacob Williams. You get 6 points from Melise Badoon. And you get 4 points from Nathan Reimer. But I think one of the things that we, and we talked about it a little bit in our broadcast, is just the kind of the grit that you saw. And I saw a lot of that really with Zach Yeide and Nathan Reimer tonight. Those are kind of two of your bigger guys. You need to have that big guy presence, we'll say, especially as they go deeper into the season. But Zach just a monster down on the rebounding portion of the game here tonight. I know he got his points and stuff, but it's those kind of things that really you don't necessarily always hear about, but he really, Mr. Yeide, Zach Yeide, really had a phenomenal game rebounding-wise. And I thought Nathan Reimer played a really outstanding game tonight as well, the senior. A lot of rebounds for him. These are, you got a lot of seniors on this basketball team. This is, for most of them, it's their last bit of basketball, high school basketball, but they are certainly showing what they can do as the season wanes on here. But again, a final out here, 70-32 out here in Wild Rose. Pacelli, as we talked about, will be back in action on Monday of next week at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Wild Rose, on the other hand, they'll be back here tomorrow night. They'll be hosting Northland Lutheran. That is a 7 o'clock tip. We always like to thank our hospitable guests here, or not guests necessarily, but Steve and his group, very hospitable to us, and we really appreciate that. With that, we will sign off tonight. Braden's given me the hookup there. Again, a final out here, 70-32 Pacelli. Have yourselves a very good rest of your Thursday evening, everyone. You've been watching and listening to high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Have a good night.